Okay, great. We're recorded now, hopefully. So everyone see that okay? If you can't, just hit the chat and say no, or shake your head at me, or do that on the camera. But if you can hear me, that would be great. Alice is screaming, which is good because I can't hear you. So let's crack on. Online trading and building your online presence and business. So why do we want to build it online? Because the biggest main reason, I'm going to say mainest reason, I know that's not a word, but tonight it is, it's future proof. It's completely future proof. It's duplicatable. You can appeal to more people rather than just catalogs. Now, I'll be honest with you, if you said to me there's a choice between online and catalogs, and you can still build a business that is future proof and will appeal to everyone, and you don't need to do online and X, Y, and Z, and you can build global, guess what? I wouldn't bother with online because it doesn't appeal to me that much. I'd much rather have face-to-face. But actually, that's not the case. So you do appeal to more people. You can build internationally, which is massively important, particularly for us. We've got another 7 countries in 3 years or whatever it is. 2 coming this year, not including the 7. The 50 countries that JRJ are already trading. And then as we launch into the rest of those 50, you've got the rest of the world as well. As their other businesses start launching in other countries, we will catch up. But we will catch up. We are the fastest growing network, and the future is really exciting. So you can build internationally. I'm going to say the exciting growth potential, the exponential growth potential is exciting. It is faster, massively faster if done correctly. Anyone can do it. All you need is a smartphone and an internet connection and a beach with a little hammock sitting on there with your little drink or what have you. It can be done anywhere and any time. And this is the most exciting part. Even though we are a 93, nearly a 94-year-old company that's just finding its feet, even in the UK, we are all in right at the start. Now, that doesn't really make any difference, but to a lot of people it does. So it's a huge recruiting tool for you to say that. Now, what I've done, has everyone seen this that I put on Facebook last night? It's an online tracker. Did everyone see it? The ones that are there, nod at me or not. So I can see Paul, I can see Raf. I can't see Bab because your camera's off, but if you want to stick your thumb up or something, there's a thumbs up button. If everyone saw that online, I won't go through it now, but I will go through it at the end. So why retail, why team build? You can earn money from retail. The most important thing is consistency is the key, which sometimes we think, well, how consistent do we have to be? But if you want to keep living, how consistent do you have to be with eating or drinking or breathing? And it's that kind of level of consistency you need. The same level of breathing, eating, drinking every single day, even if it's only half an hour. Okay, you may get to the point where it's only 10 minutes a day, but at some point it has to be every single day consistent. Okay, and that's when you're new, or that's when you are trying to build it up, whether you knew or not, whether you're trying to build it up. It's the same with everything. When you're brand new at it and you're trying to build, you've got to go, if you want some results quickly, you've got to go full throttle. Same with driving. You put more fuel into getting off from a standing start than you do from going to 30 to 40 miles an hour, let's say. You know, you burn more fuel in an airplane getting off the ground than you do cruising at 35,000 feet going from 500 mile an hour to 600 mile an hour. You know, it's that simple. To get that high level, you've got to put a massive boost in energy. Guys, I can see some of you have commented. Unfortunately, the way my screen is, I can't see the comments at the moment, but I will come back to them. there's no time or day or weather restrictions wherever you work. You know, with catalogs, you are restricted sometimes by the time. You are restricted sometimes by the day, not necessarily by the day, but Christmas Day, Boxing Day, I probably wouldn't be cataloguing. New Year's Day, I wouldn't be cataloguing, but that's just me. I have catalogued on New Year's Day. It was a bad idea on my part. I misjudged the day, but generally speaking, I wouldn't catalogue on those days. I have catalogued on Easter Sunday. That wasn't a misjudgment on my part. I did plan on that, but I wouldn't do it again. But there's only 3 days of the year that I personally wouldn't catalogue, and every other day I wouldn't. So there's no time, weather restrictions. Weather, if it's really bad, I've catalogued in the ice and I've run on the ice with the ice treads that we do. Great, but if you've got an internet connection, it's any time, any place, anywhere. Doesn't matter. Okay, you need to do it to be able to teach it. At the end of the day, each and every one of your business, and mine too, otherwise I wouldn't even be doing this, needs to be able to do some sort of online. And we have people coming in the business now who just want to do online, and we have people coming in the business who come online and then want to do catalogs, or vice versa. So it's really important that you actually know what you're doing, whether you do it or not. But if you know what you're doing, usually you will be doing it, even if it's only a little bit. Okay? As we expand globally, you'll be better placed to grow, and you will not be left behind. I'm not saying you'll be left behind. I mean, for instance, my lifetime within Clean Easy, I don't know if I'll be left behind completely, but I'll still be left behind somewhat, you know, in some capacity. You don't need transport. So you don't need to rely on any transport, whether it's your own, public transport, whatever, it doesn't matter. Makes for a more efficient business. Therefore, you've got no fuel costs, car running costs, etc., etc., etc. And I'm talking when you get a bit bigger then. So when you start expanding team and they start doing it and so on and so on, your financial reward, your gross profit / net profit will grow whether you're working or not, and a percentage of your team will be working online whether you're working or not. And it's potentially really exciting. In fact, I take that word potentially out. It's phenomenally exciting what is going to happen in this business. So you've got ways to advertise. Obviously, we've got social media, and the biggest social media platform is Facebook. Then you've got Twitter. I don't profess to understand Twitter as well as Facebook. All social media is a moving target. So at the beginning of February 2017, this is what it is. But next month after, year after might be different. Instagram, very good for pictorial, owned by Facebook. You got your various advertising platforms, so eBay, Amazon, Gumtree, Pre-Loved, Spot, and whatever. There's Carousel. There's 57 places you can advertise online. Now, if you look at eBay, Amazon, Gumtree, Pre-Loved, Spot, places like that, they're more of a search place. So potential customers will go to search for the product. On Facebook, you don't have that facility, really. It's not as precise as it is those kind of places. So Facebook will be more of an impulse purchase. I'm sure everyone agrees with that. What I mean by an impulse purchase, you go to Tesco or a petrol station. What you got on your left or the right is chocolate bars, crisps, stuff that catches your eye that you get there and then that you didn't go for. Okay, usually a loss leader, which means, if you don't know what a loss leader is, it's stuff that you usually sell at a lower than regular markup because they're coming in for something else. No, sorry, petrol would be a loss leader, wouldn't it? So this kind of stuff would be look, sparkly thing. I'll grab that because I want it. A loss leader is something you would sell at a loss or maybe break even to get shopping, getting in for something else. So on that, in that case there. So what we use on Facebook, for example, is interactive posts, get people talking. We get people involved in our own personal communities with regards to our group. And then bang, we can hit them with a product, or we can hit them with an advert. Do you want to earn some extra income, or do you know someone who earns extra income? Or if you add 20 people to the group, you will win this, or so on and so on and so on. So there's loads of different ways to advertise, but Facebook is more of and social media is more of an impulse purchase rather than eBay, Amazon, etc., and more specific searches. Okay, and with some of them, like I'm going to use eBay for example, you will have to take, I'm not going to say a loss, but you will generally have to probably break even to get a lot of feedback, because it's massively important on feedback and reviews. Feedback and reviews these days what make businesses tick. That's why they're all on Facebook. That's why they're all on what's the one for the travel? Do you know what I mean? Where travel, I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm trying to say. Where they lodge a review of you, and the better the review, the higher your rating, the more you go to the top of the queue. And it's the same with eBay. So eventually, once you've got 100% rating and you've done X amount of sales, it doesn't matter whether you're the more expensive, because you'll get the top of the queue, because your service is what sells you. And in real life, your service is what sells you. If I say to you, look, I've been to watch a film at the cinema, and do you know what? It was so good. I'm going to go again next week. I would really go and see it. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I would really go and see it. It's X. Or I've been for a meal, Italian, it's Chinese, whatever. It was so good. It was the best one I've ever had. The service was second to none. The steak was amazing. The rice was fantastic. You will probably spread the word there a little bit. Or if you hear about it, you may say, do you know, I know someone who went there. They could not sing the praises highly enough. They thought it was so good. And eventually, if you get the chance, you might go and you might, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, good news travels 5 to 1. Bad news travels 10 to 1. So it's up to us to get the good news out there. And the things like eBay and Amazon and so on, they help you with that. So the better the reviews, the more positive the reviews, the more you will go up to the top of the queue. And some of you, I think, have had experience with that anyway. So going on to social media, Facebook in particular. So I said to you at the beginning of last year, we're going to follow the 10 steps. Now, the 10 steps follow sellonfb.co.uk. Personally, I follow Debbie G as well. And I like to take a balance of both. But I think to get people up and running the quickest, I think Sell on FB has got the most followers, the most people, and has had the most success. It's a bit like VHS and Betamax. Betamax might be better, but VHS wins. Does that make sense? They both work, obviously. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it. Both have got results. But if you look at Andy Boswell's group, and you know what? Sometimes you've got to get over Andy Boswell or some of the admin in Andy Boswell's team, because maybe, I don't know what to say. I don't want to speak bad of everyone, but sometimes they're a bit like the Gestapo. Okay? Sometimes. And you've got to get over that. But generally, the information is exceptional. And it's the same with Debbie's group. So, in a nutshell, 3 to 5 products a day, 30 to 60 local external groups. If you want to do national, that's great. Stick to as local as you can. Always edit the pictures. Never post links. Always follow up on likes and general activity. So tag them in. So someone likes your post. So someone might say to me, do you know what, Sass? I'm getting a lot of likes, but I'm not getting any purchases. Someone likes your post. Tag them in, say, I see you've liked my post. Thank you very much. I appreciate your like. Is this something you'd like to see a bit more information on? That's it. But tag them. Just so you're coming back to them as a service point of view. Because if you put a post out there, it's like you standing in the middle of a car showroom or a department store, whatever. The minute someone comes in, you're all over them. Well, you don't need to be all over them. All you need to do is go to them and say, hi, I know you're here. I'm going to leave you alone, but if there's anything you want, information, just give us a shout. I'm just there. All right? And I think that's what it takes sometimes. It's not a case of, oh, so you've liked it. You want to buy one? It's not that, you know. it's important that you acknowledge these people. Thanks for the likes and so on. You never know, it might build up a relationship. I've signed up a lot of people into my business in years gone by, and I will going forward, who have not come back to me, and I've gone back to them and said, what did you think of the information? I really liked it, and I really want to join. I've signed up loads of people like that, and it's exactly the same if somebody likes your post, but you don't respond. So I think that's quite important. You may have different views on that. It is only my personal opinion. Never post extras. What I mean by that is don't mention the delivery charge. Because you know what? If someone says, I quite fancy that, great, whereabouts are you? Oh, I'm in Prestwich. Great. Paul, you'll say, no problem, whereabouts are you? I'll drop it off in 3 days or whatever. However you set your expectations. If, Paul, this person says, I'm in Northampton, let's say, you might say, no problem, I can get it to you, and it will be unfortunately, I'm going to have to charge some postage, it'll be $3.95. And most of the time, they'll be all right with that. So, but you'll get a conversation going, because as soon as they go, oh, it's $3.95, postage, not interested. Because most people search for free delivery. But you know what? Something for nothing is worth nothing. It's like information. Free information is worth nothing. Sometimes it's better to say, here it is, have the conversation, you'll build up a little bit of a rapport, and then hit them with the delivery charge. And in most cases, you'll probably find it's all right. In some cases, you won't, but you'll have built up a connection. Maybe you'll have connected on Facebook at this point. I don't know. If you can get a connection on Facebook, the better. If you get an order, always get a phone number. I'm sure most of you know this because it is a form of electronic contract. Use the Facebook support groups regularly. Always write your orders on your order form so you don't lose them, you don't miss them. Keep a record of your online customers because you'll put them on your you'll put them in your customer database. The more information you got on your customers, the better. So even if you've got their birthday, you don't need birthdays these days because if you can get them on Facebook, then that's even better because it tells you when the birthday is. But the more you can connect with them, the better. Okay? So Facebook is very clever because it gives you an opportunity to connect with them at least twice a year. Birthday, Christmas. Okay? So it encourages you to send them some information, even if it's just a, hey, you're not spoken to you in ages, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Have a great day. It encourages you to connect regularly. So the better you can do that yourself, the better it is for your business. It's always better to keep an online database because if Facebook, so whatever happens to Facebook, you've got phone number, you've got address, you've got name, you've got email, and so on. Eventually, when you get bigger, you'll get your own customer relationship manager, you know, like your own CRM, your own contact manager, whatever you want to call it, and you can send them emails from time to time. Or if you're really switched on about it, go to Google, set yourself up a blog, and write on there. When you've got emails in there in your Gmail, you can send them emails that way. So marketing emails that way. So it's a really good idea to keep in regular contact with these people, and give your online customers a catalog. So that's important. If someone orders something off you, give them a catalog, and then regularly maintain contact. You know, thanks very much for your order. A month later, thanks very much for your order. I really appreciate it. I am placing another order. So if there's anything you need out of the catalog, give us a shout. I'm ordering tomorrow, or I'm ordering Wednesday, or whatever it is. And I'll be able to have it within the next amount of days, subject to stock. So you're going back to them, you care, okay? And it's showing people you care is the one that's going to, you know, is the thing that's going to build your business the most. It's that relationship thing again. And this is quite key as well. Funnel traffic to your Facebook. So I said to you before, do not post any links. However, if you call your group a hashtag, etc., etc., you can put hashtag whatever on any post, and you're not posting a link. But what you are doing, you're not actually posting a web link. But what you're doing is you're posting a folder link, which is acceptable, and it all ties back in to your group. So you can put search groups for hashtag Grace and Nick online. You're creating an online trail back to you. It has got endless possibilities. You can do it on YouTube videos. So I suggest you all set up your own YouTube channel, because that's dead important eventually. If you want to grow big, global, it's dead important. Your own YouTube channel is dead simple to do. If you want to grab a video off someone else, it's videograbby.com, I think it is. Save the video to your own computer and upload it to your own channel, just a drag and drop. And you can even put subtitles along the bottom of your video. Search Grace and Nick online. Search hashtag Grace and Nick. Search Facebook group hashtag Grace and Nick online. So it's really important that you do stuff like that. It's dead simple. It's dead easy, but it's also dead easy not to do. And it's little things like that that will create this online trail. Now, when we're lead generating, we are told to create a paper trail back to us. So I think you've all seen cartoons as kids like Coyote and Roadrunner or Bugs Bunny and whatever, where they've got the gunpowder and it's leaking out the bottom, and as they're walking along, they're creating their own trail, they're going to blow themselves up. Well, it's almost like that, but with business cards or flyers or whatever, or with this, it's a bit like that, but it's online information. So everything like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram and Twitter are brilliant because they use hashtag anyway. And I'm sure other social media platforms do. But you can always funnel it straight back to your online, your Facebook group. Now, when we get on white label websites and they're perfectly tested and up and running and brilliant, who knows? The possibilities are completely endless, but it will always funnel back to a particular source. And probably, as Facebook's the biggest, it will be the Facebook interactive personal group that you have. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. That's it from me. If anyone wants to turn off their mics, you're very welcome. I have only got about 9 minutes left, sorry. If anyone wants to ask any questions or have their own input. See you, Raf.
No, I'm coming back. I have something to show you.
Have you?
Yes, I found something, Nick.
You found something?
Yeah.
So,
I found something.
Go on, show us. Yeah.
And then there's loads more.
have you read them, Laura?
No, I've just got them out of the box now. Because I was starting listing on eBay, and I just started. I just remembered I've got all these books.
Raf,
I've got
can you see me?
Go on.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Okay, I've seen that one before.
I've not read that one. I've read that one. I've not read that one.
Okay,
I'll
look.
fire up my Kindle and show you if you like, but
Anyway, so
I've got so many eBay books, Nick. I'm gonna smash eBay. I have to.
right. Well, all I can say is next week Raf's doing the training.
Yeah, right.
You started that, mate.
My name is
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like Lady Gaga, is it? Whoever it is. Anyway, Barbara, what were you going to say?
right. So, if we're occasionally posting, I do very little posting on external groups.
Yeah.
I just post in my own group, but
Yeah.
I do want to increase the membership because it's my fault I let it go.
Well,
And
Barbara,
nicely.
sorry for interrupting you. I think you can do that with comps and all that kind of stuff and entice
Yeah, and that's
rather than
fine.
posting externally, but you can post externally. That's mainly for newer people, so you get to know a system.
Right. So if we're posting, say if I wanted over the next couple of days to post a collage of a few pictures from the new K-Life to say, we've just got a new range of products available. If you'd like to see more, please come and join my group.
Yeah.
But you're saying we can't post the link to our group there.
I'm saying you can. It's up to you if you do that. Facebook don't like that.
I know they don't like it, but if I only do like maximum half a dozen a day,
Yeah,
and do it spaced out.
right. Let me give you an answer, Barbara. Do
What?
what you want to do.
Yeah,
Do what's right for you. But the way you teach new people is don't post links, because
I agree. No,
when
I
you're
understand
doing
that.
when you're doing that, and you don't stress that, and they go, I'm doing 30 a day, and then I might be doing
No.
40,
Yeah.
and then 50. Eventually, greed will set in, and someone will report them, and
Yeah.
people go, oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Bob,
No,
can I
I'm not going to do anything like that kind of volume, but I do want to start to see if I can get some more people joining.
From your new mails, Buxton, and all
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah, just
Bob,
on the groups that I belong to.
Yeah, Bob, can I say something? There's a lady, Nick and I both know, Pauline. She did a similar thing without the links. What she did was, she said she used to post and then say, "Does anyone? Would you like me to add me? Should I add you to my group?" And loads of people would say yes. And I joined her. I almost bought off her, but then I realized it was a cleaners product. But that's how she did it. I can't remember how she initiated it, but she just asked straight out, shall I join you to my group?
That's a good idea. Would you like me to add you to my group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment yes below.
Yeah, exactly.
No pressure. Have a look. If you don't like, leave. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I could give that a try, and then you don't put the links in.
Yeah.
The other alternative is to say, if you want the link, then ask me.
Click like.
Click like, and then you can message the person the link to your group.
Yeah, because people want speed. They want click.
What they
They don't
do.
want to type
Yeah.
yes. They don't want to type Y. You
No.
click a link, but if you're not allowed to write links, just click like, and I'll add you.
Send it, yeah.
That's probably a good idea, Paul.
That's what I've done.
Yeah, that's a shortcut, I think, because they don't like the toing and froing, and particularly with messaging, if they're not friends with you,
No.
they don't accept your messages, and you lose them.
Yeah, it's about speed, isn't it? You're right.
And then all I did was in the past, Dave likes it, I'll say yes, whatever. And then, as Nick said, you reply to it, you tag them and say, I've sent you a message, check your inbox.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Excellent. So, what I've said there tonight, did all that kind of make sense to you all?
Yeah.
Right. Good. I've got 3 minutes left. Has anyone got anything they want to add?
I'm not going to change my group to put a hashtag in, because that means I have to change all my documentation.
Doesn't
Because
matter.
all my slips.
No, it doesn't matter, Barbara. It's entirely up to you. It's not. I'm not saying this is what you must do, but if you were teaching a new person, kind of encourage them down that route.
Yep. I understand that.
I don't know how long the hashtag will last for. Who knows?
Oh, there'll be something else, won't there?
Well, of course it is. It's a moving target at the end of the day. It's nothing.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Nick, you know about the eBay thing that you said about going up the rankings? I listed a product today, and I checked where it is on the ranking. It's not even on the first few pages.
No.
Realistically, how are you going to sell if it's not on the first few pages to go up the rankings?
You're not. But how many times you click on something on Google, search it, and you go to the second page or third page?
Never.
We see, I do.
I never do that. I'm always on the first page, maximum second page, maximum.
I'm not saying you're lazy, but a lot of people. No, but a lot of people fall into that category because it's speed. It's there. And what I do is all the ones on Google say add. I bypass them because they paid for that privilege. So I bypass them.
Yeah.
I go for the ones below that. So if you talk to Simon, Simon's had a bit of experience on eBay selling.
Yeah.
I've got 22 positive feedback for
That's good. Well done.
my eBay. So but it goes up all the time. It's the more that you sell.
What I'm trying to say, Simon, is it's a bit of a catch-22. Before you've got feedback and stuff, you're so far down the rankings that you can't make any sales.
Yeah.
Then when you make the sales, then you go up to the point where you can make sales.
So what I said before is you might have to make a slight loss initially,
Yeah.
or do it at cost to get some rankings.
That's what I've done.
Yeah.
I was
Or
selling.
do free postage or
Remember, I was selling the spatula.
Yeah.
That was the best seller.
Yeah.
I was making a loss on that all the time.
Use it as a loss leader.
I was building up the number of positive feedbacks I was getting,
Yeah.
But it was working, wasn't it?
which is what you have to do in order to get up the rankings.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I know it's a bit of a bummer, but
It is a ball ache.
it is. But you have to do it like that.
But it's do you know what though? If you were a new kid coming up through the ranks and you wanted to get a job at a garage or whatever, and you might say, "Have you got any jobs going, mate?" And they might go, "No." Tell you what, I'll come in and sweep up for you on Saturday for free.
Yeah. I get what you mean. No, but once you're up there, Nick, then it's all for you.
It's a gold mine, license to print money, because at that point you're at the top or you're on the front page or whatever. You can get the price to a point because eBay will put you there regardless of price.
and don't forget, even if you're losing money on an individual item, you get the points, which can take you to a bonus level.
Yeah.
So you're going to make the money back at your bonus.
Okay.
So